In this repair video, we're going to be working on a board that came in for, this is an iPad 10.5 board. It was sent in like this. It's an expedited service, and customer mailed a part along with the board. I mentioned this in a previous video. Anytime a customer mails a component or the part along with the board, we can expect to see nightmares on that board. And right off the bat, I do see that the charging port was desoldered off the board, and I do see a lot of bad things going on the side of the board. So let's take a look under the microscope and see what's going on. And look at this, just like I expected. Look at this. I knew it. I mean, how did I know that we're gonna find damage on the board by just knowing that the customer mailed the charging port along with the board? This is the real Hiroshima bomb, the real one. Let's see how many traces we need to restore. We're not gonna do all of them. Those two traces are the same as those two, so we're not gonna run any wires here. This one is ground. Let me just double check. Meter in continuity mode. And let's test from here. This is ground. And this is ground. I do not know if those are connects or no connects. We do see the vias. Why do people do this? So this connects with this. This one does not look like it connects to anything. Let's measure this in diode mode and see what we get. We're going to put red probe on ground. Yeah, this one does not connect to anything. What about this one? So if we measure this, we get a voltage drop of 0.7. This one does not connect to anything. This one does not connect to anything. And this one does connect to something. This is ground. This is ground. So we need to run one wire, two wires, and I think we should be good. I do not know where this pad connects to. No idea. Okay, so it's not obvious where this pad connects to. And we do not have any board diagrams to find out where this pad connects to. It's clearly not connecting to any of the pads that we see on the board here. We're gonna add solder onto those vias and just hope that the charge and flex cable will make a connection with this. I do not know what the purpose of this pad is, but right now we cannot find where this pad is going to. And this one here I do not need. It's just a troublemaker. So now we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10th one has to connect here. We're gonna do it from over the flex cable and not from under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and that should be it. But right now I want to tin that wire that we just soldered on. And also let's tin those vias. They're all no connects except for this one here and one more, this one. Okay, so let's proceed with soldering that flex cable. That's perfect. The windows on the left and right aligns properly. We're gonna check on them one more time. Right here and right here. Okay, and that's what good flux is used for. No bridges, no mess, everything is nice and smooth. If I want, I can go over it one more time. We can try it that way now. Horizontal. Solder joints are perfect, no bridges, no mess. Meter in continuity mode. Right there. So the pad is making a good connection with the wire that we soldered. Very nice. Better than factory. We should have a connection between here and pin number 10. If we do not, we need to run a wire, unless that pad made a connection with the via. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at this, it's making a connection. We do not even need to run a wire. And meter in diode mode. Let's test if we have a voltage drop on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. And all the pins are making a good connection. We do not need to run a single wire. We were able to connect the pads with the tiny dot under the pad. Wow, very nice. Very nice. Fume extractor off. The customer mailed the motherboard only, but we're gonna test using the Tristar tester. Hey, I got my Tristar tester here. And if it passes, the job is done. It shows connected, which is good. And now we're gonna test. And we'll see. Unless there's a problem with the Tristar chip, then that's a different story. The fact that the meter is reading slow is an indication that it may not pass. Still reading, it's not gonna pass. But it's not gonna pass not because of the soldering. Warning, fail, okay. Check Tristar. So it's possible that our Tristar chip is also bad. We get the pass on most of the lines except for Tristar Hydra, fail. So it looks like we may have an issue with our Tristar chip. I'm gonna go over the soldering just one more time to eliminate the fact that it could be our soldering, which I highly doubt. But before we change the Tristar chip, let's just go over it one more time. And we can test again. If that does not work, then I'm gonna proceed to change the Tristar chip. I thought I was done. We have 6 million devices in the shop here to fix, and I do not want this to take a long time. I'm gonna press the Flux down with my tweezers, like this. If it fails again, then we're gonna change the Tristar chip. Still the same. Still the same. Usually when it's a pass, the progress bar will finish in 2-3 seconds, but now it's stuck. So it's trying to test, trying to test, trying to test. And it looks like we have to change the Tristar chip. So let's wait a second. And it's a warning, fail, okay. What can you do? We have to change the Tristar chip. Not a big deal, but it just takes more time, that's it. And to change the Tristar chip on this board, we have to desolder that plate, which is soldered from all edges. We're gonna apply hot air onto that plate, and we're gonna desolder the plate, and then we can access that Tristar chip. Now, that plate is right next to the FEC connectors, and it's next to the battery connector, so we have to be careful. plate is out. And Tristar is right over here. We have to note pin number 1 is right here, right there. It's pointing this way, where the components are. Okay, so let's solder a new chip. And let's reflow that chip down in place. And the job is done. Let's wait until the board cools down a bit. I'm just anxious to test. Look at that. Progress bar just went flying. Pass. Fail. What? Problem with the 5-volt line. I think when we applied heat to solder that chip, heat must have disconnected some of the pads on the Flux cable on the back, because the Tristar chip is in the front and the Flux is on the back. So applying heat from the front is going to affect the Flux cable on the back. So let's go over that Flux cable one more time, because right now we have a fail, but not because of a Tristar problem, but because of the 5-volt line. Very nice. I just want to quickly retest those 2 points. The one that we created the jumper wire for, which is this one here. And yes. And we're good. Let's quickly test. And are we going to get a good reading? Are we going to get a good reading? Yes, yes. It's a pass. It's a pass. And all the lines are pass. So we did an excellent job. And let's go ahead and test one more time. Pass. And I'm just soldering that plate back. Okay, and that should be enough. And that plate is solid. Awesome. So I soldered that plate back on, and that's it. Job is done. I'm glad we were able to get this board fixed. And we're gonna end the video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.